from the
Yeah.
selection tool. From the selection tool, we are actually discussing about marquee tools, right?
Yeah.
So some of the tools in the last session I explained from the marquee tool.
Yeah.
So now in the marquee tools, as I said, we have add option, subtract, and intersect. Okay.
Yeah.
For example, I'm going with the rectangle and I selected this part. So again, if you want to add some more extra parts into a selection,
Yeah.
you can go with the add selection. So now add this. So now the handle, headlight position, as well as the seat area also it is there in the selection.
Okay.
Now, if you go with the circular shapes, if it is there in the new selection, you have to convert this into a add selection. Then you can also add wheels position into the same selection.
Okay.
See, here also I'm doing the same. Back also I did the same. So now this is the area completely what I made into a add selection. Clear now?
Okay. Clear.
So now I'm going to add between positions also. So here I'm going to add the selection again with the wheel and the between the uh, bike back body position, and then the front body position also with the wheel. So I joined completely the entire selection up to here, up to here. See this? This is the area
Yeah.
I have selected. So if you want to select the down part, again you can go with the rectangle or whatever you want, and then you can join these two.
Okay.
So this is the way we can add selection between the all selections. You can use like not only with the marquee tools, these are the marquee tools. You can also use the add selection and subtract and intersect for lasso
Okay.
tools also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for example, from this entire selection, I want to remove some of the area. Then you can go with the subtract option, and then you can deselect this position. See this?
Okay. Yeah.
See, I'm just deselecting this area. Whichever is not there with the image or a bike pixels. So
Okay.
that area I'm removing from the selection. So it is subtracting the area wherever I'm drawing this particular rectangle shape. If you
Okay.
can't able to use the rectangle, you can also use the circular shape, but it is there in the add selection. So before drawing the circular shape, you have to select this into subtract a
Okay.
minus b. Then you have to drag like this. So whenever we have done this process, so after the selection completes, then you can copy Control J, you can press. So you will get the same bike into the another layer. See, finally I got this is the selection, what I have done with the help of marquee tools.
Okay.
So now you understood add selection and subtract selection, right?
Yeah.
So for example, if you want to go with the intersect selection, so I'm going to select this entire position with the normal whatever it is, add selection or a new selection or whatever it is. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm going with the intersect selection option, A intersect B. Intersection means A intersect B, where the two selections exactly overlaps, A and B. It keeps that selection between area and it removes the remaining. See this? Wherever I have the A selection, from that B I am dragging here, So between wherever they are interacting, A and B, that area it keeps into the selection and it removes the remaining. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Understood?
Understood.
So have you done the practice previous classes?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you installed?
Yeah. I have.
Yes. Okay. So now this is what selection tools from the selection tool, Marquee Selection Tools. Clear?
Okay. Clear.
Now here we have one more option, that is feather. For example, after applying the selection, if you cut this, see how it is giving very sharp edge, right?
Yeah.
If you don't want to get the sharpness, if you want to get some feather value, blur value at the edges, smooth value. So how many pixels should affect by the smooth at the selection position? That this is what px, pixels.
Uh-huh.
Okay, px means pixels.
What if you put 100 pixels?
Sorry.
What if you put like, so how many pixels is that?
Yeah, depends on the work. How many pixels selection should come as a smooth manner at this
Uh-huh.
edge position,
Okay.
selection edge position.
Uh-huh.
That we have to select here.
Mm-hmm.
For example, selection inside and outside, it should affect on 3 pixels rows.
Mm-hmm.
Means selection inside 3, outside also 3 pixel rows will affect automatically.
Mm-hmm.
But now if I use the cut tool, this pixel feather value it won't apply. Do you know why it is not applied?
No.
I will explain. Here the selection is already done, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now feather I applied right now. Means
Mm-hmm.
before selection only you have to add the value here.
Uh-huh.
Before selection only you have to add the value.
Okay.
Then if you select, see now the pixel 3 value is applied and at the corners you can't see the sharpness. See now it is showing as a circular shape.
Mm-hmm.
The selection is converted as a round rectangle. Can you see this?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Now if you use the move tool, now you can see there is a blur.
Mm-hmm.
There is no hardness here. Can you see the hardness?
Yeah.
No hardness. There is
No,
a,
sir. No. No, sir.
say there is a pixel slowly blurrily they are converting into transparent.
Mm-hmm.
See the image also what I selected and what I turned into the feather value after cutting from here, the bike image also getting slowly dissolving at this place. See, can you see
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
It is dissolving slowly with a blur.
Mm-hmm.
There is no sharp edges, right?
Yeah.
And again, one more time, I'll show you without feather. See, feather I'm removing here. And I'm going to do the selection again. And I'm using the move tool. See the edge now? How sharp
Yeah.
it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, wait.
Mm.
So this is the way you have to use feather value whenever we need small bit of blur between the where we are selecting and cutting the image or where we are filling the color.
Okay. Okay.
For example, I'm going to fill the color here.
Mm-hmm.
So without feather, I am going to fill this cyan color, sky blue shade, Alt backspace.
Mm-hmm.
Alt backspace to fill the foreground color.
Yeah.
So how much sharply I got the color, see this? For example, now I'm going to fill another color into the circle selection. Okay. Now into the circle, I want to add another color. So I'm choosing some magenta shade. Okay.
Okay.
So now I'm going to fill this alt backspace, but I'm getting sharp edge.
Yeah.
If I add feather also, now I will get sharp edge only because the selection is already done.
Yeah.
Selection is already done. So that is the reason feather is not applying into the present selection value. Have you understood? Got my point?
Yeah.
So if you want to add the feather from here, then definitely after adding the value only you have to do the selection. Not before. If suppose you are not done the selection, I mean you are not done the feather here, but you have done the selection. After selection, if you want to increase the feather, but it won't work on the selection, right?
Yeah.
Then what you have to do is right click, go with the feather value from the selection. Okay.
Okay.
So now this value, whatever feather radius I am adding, that it will impact on the directly on selection, because this feather value it is not working because already we have done the selection. Now if this selection should affect by the feather, you have to right click and go with the feather selection.
Okay.
So click on OK, then fill the alt backspace with the magenta color. Now see this, we got the smoothness at the edge positions. Clear?
Clear.
So for example here, now this is my layer 1. Okay.
Okay.
The cyan color box is there in layer 1. And I want to create one more layer, layer 2. So this circle has to be a foreground. Okay. So in the layer 2, I'm going to fill magenta color with alt backspace.
Okay.
And fill alt backspace. See now, which is at the foreground and which is at the background, which is BG here and which is FG. I'm asking question, Chetan. Which is foreground and which is background?
The blue is the background and the pink is the front. Like the pink is covering the blue.
Yeah.
Well, on the corners.
Yeah, blue is the background.
Yeah.
Foreground is the pink one, magenta one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Understood?
Yeah, understood.
Yeah, because the layer of the pink or a magenta color shape is there on the layer 2. And the layer 1 is there at the down.
Okay.
Clear?
Clear.
So, for example, if I want to move this pink layer to the background, so what should I do?
Wait, can you repeat?
The magenta layer means this circle one. I want to move down of the blue color. So what we have to do?
Go to the
simple. Go to the layers and move this layer by catching with the mouse left button. Then move down. So the layer 1 is now at the FG and layer 2 is at the BG background. Clear?
Clear.
So whatever shapes you want, you can create now with the help of this. So these are what marquee tool options. So marquee tools, not just for selection, you can also fill color and you can create a shapes, whatever shapes you want, cartoonic shapes or geometrical shapes. With the formation of geometrical shapes, you can also create a characters and all some other cartoonic characters simply. Okay?
Okay.
So this is what basically Marquee tool is. Okay.
Okay.
So for example, see here we have some of the fruits. These fruit images I opened at this place. So if you want to cut and do some image kind of thing with the help of these all,
Mm-hmm.
so you can create. So by drag this or copy from here, Control C, by selecting this layer, go to this mango position, Control V. Now it is added into this layer. Okay.
Okay.
Into this file with a different layer.
Mm-hmm.
So this position I'm just placing a something like this. Control T for rotation, free transform tool. We can rotate.
Mm-hmm.
Control T. Okay.
Okay.
Control T. T is the what we can say Tata Sky, like that. T. Okay.
Okay.
So the Control T I added, and I'm just using Control J for duplicate. One more duplicate. So this is the another duplicate what I added. Okay.
Okay.
So now you can use some other image, carrot something. So this carrot also I want to open into the do one thing, just Control C by selecting this layer, Control C, come back to the mango image, then Control V, paste. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then just apply reverse for this, Control T, right click, after Control T, okay, right
Okay.
click, flip vertical,
Okay.
flip, flip, flip vertical.
Uh-huh.
So this is something looks like mustache, and this is the nose.
Mm-hmm.
So by using Alt, you can hold the Alt and you can scale like this by selecting the corner. Okay, with mouse
Okay.
left button.
Okay.
So if you want, you can also use pineapple, and you can place that slices here as a eye positions and all. And you can add some grapes and other shapes by downloading as some of the fruit face.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the black grape. So I need just a PNG image which has the transparency basically.
Mm-hmm.
PNG means we can call as portable network group.
Yeah, I know.
For example, if we are not having the transparency, just download this image. Uh, So this same image will open into Photoshop. So here we can use the ellipse tool, whatever selection we are already completed, and you can choose only up to this part. Okay, Chetan?
Okay.
With the space bar, set the position exactly. So now we will also start lasso tools now. So lasso tool is a free lasso tool. Okay. First one is the free lasso tool, basic one. So basically here we should have the more control on this. We should have the practice with mouse if you want to use this lasso tool. Okay. See, how can we work with this? Without circle shape, I'm going with the lasso tool. So if you want this stem also, so just select exactly by drawing, and you should move your mouse with the hand very confidently. Then only it is possible to select without missing the shape or without selecting the background white color into the scene. And we should do more practice with mouse. And here what it is very much difficult if your image is going down of the Photoshop area, then it is difficult to do the zoom in or do to go down also. It is very difficult, right?
Yeah.
So in the same manner, you have to try to select and leave your last position where it is you started at the starting position. Okay, where we started, you have to leave your mouse finally at the same place. So this is the different and difficult task to get the proper selection with this, with the help of this lasso tool. Okay. So or else you can do what? With the help of subtract and add selection, whatever you don't want to get into the selection, that areas you can do like this, and you can remove from the selection. And whatever it is not selected properly, you can go with the again add selection by using the same lasso tool like this. So are you getting how I am doing?
Yeah.
See this is the white pixel area I want to remove from the selection. Again this area. Clear, Chetan?
Clear.
Now, if you want to get little bit of blur, when we are going to copy this for the that what grape, I mean mango position. So right click here and add little bit of feather value with 2, not more than 2. Okay, because
Okay.
I don't want to get again white pixels also into the blur value. So
Okay.
now this one just drag and drop into this position. So this position I want to use as a Control T. With the help of Control T, you can rotate. Actually, this Control T option we call as free transform. This one we call as free transform. So the grape one I added at this place, and I'm going to duplicate the same again, Control J, then Control T, Control J for duplicate, Control T for free transform. And again here I'm using flip horizontal. So just place it here. Clear now?
See.
The same slice image, whatever is there at the down, the same I am duplicating again, Control J, Control T, right click, flip vertical. So just keep it at this up position to look like a eyebrow.
Okay.
So then again I am duplicating the same, Control T, free flip horizontal, then place it here one more. So it is something like a fruit, mango fruit character.
Okay.
So you can just create this kind of funny images and all, cartoony characters type of things. And we can also customize the shape of this mango, backside mango overall by using the Control T. Okay, I selected the mango, Control T I have done. Okay.
Okay.
In the Control T, if you right click, you can see wrap options. Wrap. With the help of wrap, you can customize the total shape how you want, what kind of manner you want to set your mango shape. See
Okay.
this? Each point you can customize. Clear?
Clear.
So it is something like a character or a face. So now have you understood how can we compose with the multiple layers, foreground, background and all?
Yeah.
So these are the PNG images. So we will get automatically background transparency when we download. So no need to cut. Only for this image, I didn't get the PNG portable network group image. So which is having transparency at the backside. So I used to go with the lasso tool and circle, right? I used these both of the selection tools. So for example, if you want to get a more realistic and more perfect selection, okay, then we have to go with the another image and we will try to use the polygonal lasso tool. For example, here we have a poster, one of the poster. So if I want to select the entire this person, so here you have to go with the lasso tool or else next we have the polygonal lasso tool. Okay.
Okay.
Polygonal lasso tool is a tool which gives us the linear selection, not the arc kind of selection. Linear means we will get sharp edges. So if I want to select the rounded manner, it is difficult to select with this. So you have to select nearby the first selection, means very closely every point. Point means you can't see the points here, but every selection line you have to click very closely to continue the selection like this. But here it is not like a lasso tool. So you can move freely and you can leave your mouse also. But in the normal lasso tool, what happens if you leave your mouse, automatically it completes the selection. So, but in this polygonal lasso tool, you can leave the mouse for some time and you can take rest and you can also continue again like this. So for example, if I done mistake, okay, it is gone because of that dialog box. So here I'm selecting like this, okay, Chetan?
Yeah.
By mistake, I have selected in a wrong direction like this. Okay, if I want to if I want to correct this, you can use the backspace and you can go number of times back, and and you can avoid that whatever you are selected in a wrong manner. So then again you can continue in a proper positions. So like this we will continue the selection up to the shoulder level or head level. We will do the selection.
Okay.
See, up to this collar position, I'm just trying to complete the selection.
Okay.
So if you want to do the complete character, it will take time, but we will get the practice whenever we do the practice, do the selection continuously with the multiple images. So again, we have to end this selection at the starting position only. If you are not finding the starting position where we started this selection, then you can double click very close to the same where you started. So you can double click, or else if you move your mouse cursor near to the starting area where we started exactly, see this, then at the down of the mouse cursor, down it shows like a small circle. Can you see the circle here? If I am placing closer, can
No.
you see? Yeah, lasso tool down, we have the small circle. Can you see the circle now?
Yeah.
Small circle, right?
Yeah.
See, if I am adding here, automatically it finishes the selection. See this, now the selection is done.
Okay.
So this is the best tool after the lasso tool, because automatically we can take some rest and we can continue. It won't continuously gives us the just like a lasso tool. It won't give us the complete selection by default. Okay, we have to continue. We have to click every time. Then only it continues the selection. So we have more control on the polygonal lasso tool comparatively with the normal lasso tool. Clear? So now you can use the Control J for go with the move tool, and you can cut, or else you can go with the Control J for duplicate. See this? Clear? So with the help of this, I duplicated, right? Now you can use some other image and you can compose the head with some other guy or other face or other person. For example, this is the tiger image I have. This I mean lion face I have. So this lion I can use on this person's head, neck, I mean neck position after removing the head. For example, this image I'm going to cut now. With the polygonal lasso tool you can use, or else you can also go with the magnetic lasso tools. Chetan, here magnetic lasso tool, how it works, as per the color samples, the background is having completely different color, right?
Yeah.
And the lion face is having, and the hair is having different color. So it will automatically follows the contrast shade 10%, frequency of the color samples 57%. Okay. And we will get the magnetic manner. It snaps the selection. See, if you click once and automatically it follows the selection like this. See, but we have to move your mouse cursor near to the same color. Otherwise, if you select and if you show some other different color, then it follows the again background color. But it is also not 100% perfect selection, it won't give. Okay. For 100% perfect selection, we have another tool that I'll explain later. That is pen tool.
Okay.
Where we can work with 100% of perfect selection. So now this lion face, which I have selected, that it should come with little bit of feather. So I'm adding 3 value in feather, and I'm using the move tool and move to this hero's poster position. Okay. Now Control T for scaling, and Alt and hold the Alt and then drag this down. So you can place here at this person's head position. Clear now?
Clear.
So something you can create funny images, cartoonic style, or whatever you want by using the selection. So the feather value I added, but here the darker areas are there. So those I can remove with the help of eraser tool here. In this same layer, head of the lion position, where it is having dark color, that I can erase with the eraser tool. Eraser tool shape should have the smoothness. So I'm removing the hardness from this position. Here I can see the brush shape. Click on it and remove the hardness. Okay.
Okay.
See, if I am removing the hardness, we will get more smoothness in the eraser tool. See, now it is erasing very smoothly the darker areas. So it looks like the lion image also from the same poster. It is not, it won't show as a different image. Clear now?
Clear.
So Chetan, do one thing. Tomorrow I want to see your work. Monday I'll continue the session. Now we discussed about 3 magnetic lasso tool, polygon tool, and a magnetic lasso tool. Okay.
Okay.
So magnetic lasso tool works with the color sample. So if you move your mouse cursor exactly at the selection area, which position you want to select exactly, it follows the same image. Okay. And it selects exactly. And you can add the feather, and you can also go with the add selection. For example, I selected a hand once. Now you can double click to complete the selection. Then you can go with again add selection, and you can go with the same tool, magnetic lasso tool, and you can continue with some other places of the bike again, and you can double click one more time. So it will add into the old selection. So this is the way add selection, subtract selection, intersect selection, and feather values. These all you can use for all selection tools, not for a single selection tool. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the way I want to see your work on Monday. With multiple images, you have to compose.
Okay.
Try to do any character with animal body or animal head. Okay. Just try to do the selection and cut the image or copy the image and replace on the human's body. Okay.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay.
Okay, then I'll stop the session for today.